hit a huge milestone, and we want to recognize them today because it is a major, major milestone for anybody. I don't have a clue. Oh, Chad's yeah. All right, so I think this quote fits it very well, but we have somebody who's hit a major milestone, and so we want to recognize this person today. She, Wendy, I'm gonna let her tell her story. She tells a little bit better than me, but Wendy has lost 100 pounds. Her next challenge, which is losing another 75 pounds over the next 90 days when we got back from Miami. And she called me the other night because she was doing her countdown showdown video, and she wanted to review with me what she was going to put on her video, and she made me cry. So I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to let her talk about it. She can cry. I'm not going to. So, but we want to recognize Wendy today because that is a major accomplishment. She's lost 100 pounds. We have somebody else who's kind of right behind her. We hope somebody who's almost, but that's a massive accomplishment, and I'll let you share your transformation, Wendy. She's also going to get a couple of surprise gifts. So we are her upcoming ambassadors were rehearsing a spa visit. Cards because she's obviously going to need some new clothes.
My journey is kind of typical of a lot of people. I'm finding out. But after many years, I had been battling with diabetes and high blood pressure and many things, and I just, no matter what I did, I gained weight. I tried every diet prescription pill there was. The doctors had me on over-the-counter drugs. If there was a bad diet, I had been on it. Everything was like a baby went and had my ears stapled 3 times with acupuncture, thinking that it would help me lose weight. Finally, it was like October of last year, and my husband took me to the doctor. I was not getting any better, I was getting worse, and the doctor told him, he said, if she doesn't get the weight off of her, she will not last another year. At that point in time, my diabetes had got to the point that my sugar on 4 insulin shots a day and 2 oral meds was running 400 to 500. I was so large the doctor's office had to buy another scale because the one they had would not weigh me. My husband would take me, he drove an 18-wheeler, he would take me to the, and I never shared this with any of you, but he would take me to his job, and they do what's called split weigh 18-wheelers. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but that's how they had to weigh me. And it was just, my weight had completely stopped my life. I wouldn't go anywhere with my children, not because they ever said anything. I just didn't want them to be ashamed, because if I walked in Walmart or somewhere like that, people would look. You know, they couldn't help but look, you know. And so I had got to the point that I would stay in the house. But God had a different plan for me. And my daughters are real active in an organization at school, and so my husband and I went to help with a parade float. And God let it just out of the blue start pouring rain, and we were not able to fix the float. And so we went into the teacher's classroom, and she had lost a tremendous amount of weight since I had seen her. And I started asking her what she was doing. And she was so excited. My friend Lisa, she got me on the challenge. She changed my whole life. I started dropping weight the first week. I had never dropped weight. I was just totally amazed. And within weeks, people were coming up and asking me, you know, what was I doing? And I was telling them, I hadn't been doing the challenge very long, and my husband rolled his 18-wheeler. We ended up at Wake Med. They didn't think he was going to make it. And I'm going to tell you this, if you get into this, your team will be there for you. My team did my challenge parties. I was at Wake Med, never left my husband's side, and every challenge party, every phone call was done. When we come back, I had missed my doctor's appointment. I had run out of medicine. We called, tried to get me some medicine, but I wasn't feeling bad, so I couldn't understand. When we got there to the doctor's office, he come in and he said, "I want to know what you're doing. I want to know what you're doing now." And I told him that I started the 90-day challenge. I was using the BBVi shake mix. And he said, "Well, I want you to keep doing that." He said, "Because for the first time ever, your A1C is below 7. It had never been below 11 or 12. Now, when I say that, a lot of people a lot of times will think, well, that cured me. No, I'll always be a diabetic. The weight that BBVi allowed me to lose is what caused me to be able to control my diabetes with my diet. There's several things I've never been able to do that this has let me do. I can tie my own shoes for 12 years. I've never tied my own shoes. I've never weighed on a regular scale. I can weigh on a regular scale. I can go to a store if I close. I do not have to order off of a special catalog site. I can get a pair of pants that cost $40 and not $140. It's definitely changed our life, and it's given me the ability to go do things with my children, things that I would have never done. I got to go with a couple of my daughters to regional for their club and spend the time with them, and that's something I never would have done. I never would have gotten up and talked with anyone. I was the person that stayed in the bag out of sight. But if anybody tells you you cannot do this, I'm telling you can. And everybody on your team will help you, and even I'm blessed to be on the team I'm on, because not only my team helps me, but other teams that are associated with my team itself. So it really is. It's a blessing.